Don't trust your blood pressure. Seriously, because the most dangerous thing about it is that you won't feel it. No pain, no warning, no signal that something is wrong. And yet, it could be silently damaging your brain, your heart, your kidneys, every single day. Most people only find out when it's already too late. A stroke, a heart attack, a moment that changes everything. So before you assume you're fine, you might want to check this. Let me tell you about a friend of mine. She thought her blood pressure was fine. She felt normal. No symptoms. So she never checked it. Until one day, she ended up in the emergency room with a crushing headache she couldn't ignore. That's when she found out her blood pressure was dangerously high. It shocked her because she had no idea. It was building up silently for years. If you've never checked yours recently, comment 1 below. I want to see how many people are just guessing. Here's something most people don't understand. Blood pressure isn't just one number. It has 2. The top number is called systolic. That's the pressure. When your heart is pushing blood out, the bottom number is diastolic. That's the pressure. When your heart is resting, if the top number stays high, your risk of heart attack and stroke increases. If the bottom number stays high, especially when you're younger, it can still damage your body over time. Different numbers, different risks, but both matter more than most people realize. The problem is, most people only check their blood pressure once a year at the doctor's office. That's not enough, because your blood pressure changes every single day. It goes up when you're stressed, when you eat out, when you don't sleep well, and it goes down when you move, when you eat better, when you relax. If you never track it, you'll never see the pattern. And if you don't see the pattern, you can't fix the problem. That's why checking it at home might be one of the simplest but most powerful habits you can build. Let me give you a strange example. 100 years ago, most people didn't brush their teeth, not because they were lazy, but because they didn't know how important it was. Then something changed. The military started requiring it. Companies started promoting it. And within a few decades, it became a daily habit. Now imagine this. What if checking your blood pressure became just as normal as brushing your teeth? Something you do every day without thinking, because the truth is, both habits prevent damage you can't see right away. One protects your teeth. The other protects your brain, your heart, and your future. High blood pressure is called the silent killer for a reason. Most people feel nothing, no pain, no warning signs, until something serious happens. A stroke, a heart attack, or damage that can't be reversed. And here's the scary part. By the time symptoms show up, it might already be too late. But the good news is this. There are simple things you can do today to bring it down naturally. And some of them work faster than you think. Let me show you. One thing my friend noticed changed everything. Her blood pressure was always higher the day after eating out. At first, she didn't think much of it. But once she started tracking it, the pattern became obvious. Restaurant food is loaded with sodium, hidden oils, and processed ingredients. It tastes good. That's the trap. Because your tongue loves it, but your blood vessels don't. Even one salty meal can spike your numbers for hours. And if you keep doing it daily, that temporary spike becomes your new normal. That's why what you eat matters more than you think. The good news is, you can lower your blood pressure faster than you think. And it doesn't always start with medication. It starts with simple foods. For example, flax seeds. Just a small daily amount can reduce your blood pressure by several points over time. That may not sound like much, but even a small drop can significantly lower your risk of stroke and heart disease. Then there are foods rich in potassium, like leafy greens. They help your body balance out sodium and relax your blood vessels. Beetroot juice is another powerful option. Studies have shown it can lower blood pressure in just a few weeks. And these aren't extreme changes. They're small habits done consistently. That's what creates real results. But here's the truth. Most people know this. They just don't do it. So if you're someone who wants to take this seriously, comment 1 below. Let's see who's actually ready to change their health. This isn't just theory for me. I've seen it up close. Someone in my own family struggled with high blood pressure for years. At first, it didn't seem like a big deal, just numbers on a screen. But over time, it led to something much worse. Cognitive decline, memory loss, eventually, dementia. There's a direct link between long-term high blood pressure and damage to the brain. That's the part most people don't think about. It's not just about your heart. It's about who you become later in life. There's also something most people never realize. Your blood pressure is naturally higher in the morning. When you wake up, your body releases stress hormones like cortisol and adrenaline. These hormones increase your heart rate and tighten your blood vessels. That means your blood pressure rises before you even start your day. Now add stress, rushing out of bed, checking your phone, drinking coffee immediately. All of that pushes it even higher. That's why mornings are one of the most common times for heart attacks and strokes. But a small change can make a big difference. Sit up slowly, drink some water, give your body a moment to adjust, because how you start your morning can shape what your blood pressure does for the rest of the day. Now let's talk about medication, because this is where a lot of people get confused. Blood pressure medication can be very effective. In some cases, it can save your life. But here's the problem. It doesn't fix the root cause. It manages the symptom. Think about it this way. If your blood pressure is high because of poor diet, stress, and lack of movement, then taking a pill without changing those things is like covering a warning light without fixing the engine. The number may go down, but the underlying problem is still there. And over time, many people need more than one medication to keep it under control. That's why lifestyle matters so much. Food, movement, sleep, stress management. These are not optional. They are the foundation. Medication can support you, but it should not replace what your body actually needs. And here's something else most people don't think about. Every medication comes with potential side effects. Some people feel tired. Some feel dizzy. Some develop other issues over time. That's the trade-off, which is why if you can improve your numbers naturally, even just a little, it can reduce your dependence on medication and improve your quality of life. This isn't about avoiding medicine. It's about using it wisely and doing everything you can to give your body a better foundation to begin with. If there's one thing quietly raising your blood pressure every day, it's sodium. And not just the salt you sprinkle on your food. It's hidden everywhere. In sauces, in packaged meals, in restaurant food. That tastes too good. Most people think they're not eating that much salt, but they are. In fact, just one fast food meal can contain almost your entire daily limit. And when you do that, again and again, your body never gets a break. Your blood vessels stay tight. Your pressure stays high. The scary part is, it feels normal because you've gotten used to it. That's how high blood pressure slowly becomes your baseline. Not overnight, but one meal at a time. Now here's something most people are missing. It's not just about removing the bad. It's also about adding the right nutrients. One of the most important is magnesium. This mineral helps relax your blood vessels, supports your heart, and stabilizes your blood pressure. But here's the problem. Most people don't get enough of it. Modern food looks better than ever. Bigger, cleaner, more appealing, but it contains fewer nutrients than it used to because the soil it's grown in is depleted. So even if you're eating vegetables, you might still be deficient. That's why foods like leafy greens are so important. They don't just look healthy, they actively support how your body functions at a cellular level. And when your body has what it needs, everything works better, including your blood pressure. And finally, there's one thing your body was designed to do that most people ignore. Move. Not extreme workouts, not complicated routines, just movement. Walking, climbing stairs, standing instead of sitting. These simple actions can lower your blood pressure almost immediately because your body was never meant to stay still all day. The more you sit, the more your system slows down. Circulation decreases. Pressure builds up. But the moment you move, everything starts to reset. Your blood flows better. Your vessels relax. Your numbers improve. That's why the solution isn't extreme. It's consistent. Small actions, done daily. Because in the end, your blood pressure is not random. It's a reflection of how you live.